I kind of started this whole thing back last March, just kind of because I needed to keep my brain moving and things like that. And so I got into it, got excited about it, took the test, and kind of fell into a brokerage right away. But the pressure of trying to figure out and find clients is a lot. And so that whole summer, not having a deal, things like that, you get excited about something and then you kind of go right back down again. And then realizing that you need to make money is a big thing. So it's a roller coaster of emotions. You get excited about clients, and then it's a big purchase. So people just don't, they're in a roller coaster. I've had a client that I've been working with for the last 6 months, and they're not anywhere near buying a house. So, but that's just what it is. So it's a roller coaster.
But then you got that first deal. How did it feel?
Oh, I mean, it felt great. Especially, that one felt easy. It was my hairstylist, and she was great. We worked well together. She'd been doing my hair for about a year, so we had a good partnership already. And so it just kind of, that felt normal and natural and easy. And then it was back to the drawing board after that month. So it was a crazy month. And then after that, it's back to the drawing board.
And I think for me, I clearly remember trying to tell you, like, when you started, this is going to be rough. And you're just like, well, I think I kind of got this. And I was like, I just want to prepare you for like the worst case scenario. That way you can appreciate the best. Remember us having those conversations?
What always helped, beginning of that year, I also had a nice, savings saved up. Towards the end of the summer, I did not have that savings saved up anymore. So the pressure was different that way as well. So when you have money in the bank, it's easier to kind of be a little more lax. But when you start to have to make that hustle, it changes things for sure. How about you? How's your mental health over this last year?
Well, going into year 5, I can tell you that I went through many different phases of different markets, different types of clients, different brokerages. I think the biggest thing for me was actually realizing that I had to find a community of people within the industry that I could talk to that would understand how I felt.
Because you can be as crazy as you are.
Yeah, pretty much. But going home to explain to your spouse or your significant other about real estate, they're not going to understand terminology a lot of times, or even understand how to help you with it.
Right.
But reaching out to other, I would say, tribe members within the real estate community, people that I knew that I could count on, made a big difference in getting up the next day and trying again.
100%.
I
think that's normal with any industry, right? Like you have your spouse, like you said, and it's different. It's hard to connect if you aren't in the same industry, you don't understand the same things. Work life is different for so many people. So you have to have your group that you can kind of go to and talk to about certain issues, certain whatever, even if it's talking to them about your spouse and how they're not, interacting. So it's different. It's a very different thing, but it's nice to have that group of people to be support.
Have you kind of become a meme lord within since becoming an agent? Like
up and down. I've gone through my phases. I'm on a down phase right now with the memes. Going through a cat meme phase for a while.
Yeah, I remember getting a lot of this. And I told you probably should get a cat.
I do cats. Always on the food train. I've been actually watching a lot of these, time lapses of people building things, which is really neat.
So you're watching the Indian guys build pools at 2 a.m.
Well, those are pretty neat. I was watching someone convert a trailer the other day, and there's another one that I can't remember what it was, but yeah, it's basically the same thing. They have the majestic pool in the mud. I don't know how they do it. I can never do that. It probably takes them like months.
But it does show how much they,
dedication,
overcome adversity. Like you would think like, that looks like nothing's gonna work.
Right.
But then they create something beautiful out of something that normally the person on the outside would be like, how did they make that? Their mindset was totally different. They're like, we work with what we have. And I think within real estate sometimes when we're not getting the results, it's easier to just stop instead of pushing forward and still getting that momentum of, if I do all the right things eventually, but how do you keep that mindset when nothing's coming in?
Yeah, it's definitely the big picture, and that's hard. That's where I find myself a lot. Is when you're going through that on a downward hill, it's just you're not getting a client, you don't have a sale, whatever it is, and you just kind of start to feel a bit down on yourself because it's not happening. But it's just keep the pace, you'll keep building your clients. You know, I still have clients that are looking at emails every single day, so I know they're active. It's just they're not quite ready to buy. So you just kind of keep feeding that pipeline, kind of checking it every once in a while, and eventually it's going to come through again. So it's keeping that positive attitude and pushing through and doing the day-to-day stuff that.
Have you found that, let's say every couple of months, you find that you learn more about real estate, it makes it easier for you to push through those harder moments?
Yeah, I mean, knowledge is always power, right? So it's the more you know, the easier it is for you to communicate with people about it, the more you understand the markets, things like that. So the more you know, the easier it is to sell to somebody.
And I've actually found that doing video has helped me a lot. You know, staying in front of people when it's easy to just back out has made it easier for me to, like, every day put on clothes and go into the office and do all the things that I don't want to do, because it's easy when you're on that downward slope to not want to be seen. But making myself present have allowed for more leads to come to me, because people are like, oh yeah, I've seen you. So doing things that other people aren't willing to do, like get on camera, do things that might feel uncomfortable at the moment, but if it produces a lead, why not?
Right. Yeah, it's all about making yourself uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable, you're doing something that you're not normally doing, and comfortable is great, but it doesn't always work. So you're not gonna get the same. So you can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. So.
Yeah, and I think, you know, like I mentioned in the beginning, having just key people that, whether it's a good day or a bad day, that you can reach out to and say, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah.
You know,
check-ins.
People that you can count on, people that you can reach out to and say, hey, you know what? Today's not my day in real estate. What's one tip that you can give?
You're watching cat reels.
Yeah, cat reels probably not going to make you money.
It's not going to build any leads, but, you know.
But sharing some,
it's true.
Create more conversations.
A lot of conversations get started, although people have not responded to a lot of my memes I've sent them lately. So if you guys are watching, respond to my memes, guys. I sent them for a reason. I want you to laugh.
And we're out.